Most people are so frustrated because they are trying to fix all of their problems in life at once. But the thing is, that's not how real progress works. If you watched my last video, you'll know that small, good decisions over time is the biggest way to improve your life. I'm going to give you 3 areas to focus on, and I guarantee you that your life will change for the better if you implement these systems. And a quick pointer when it comes to progress and really anything in life, slow or any progress is better than none. You are better off spending 10, 20, or 30 minutes a day focusing on these areas instead of 0. And the first category, which arguably is the most important, is your mind. And this is also the category where your discipline, habits, and all of your decision making lies. I am a firm believer that if you not only strengthen your mind but control it, everything else in your life will fall into place. Now for me, I like to think of my mind as like a muscle. The more you strengthen it, the more you work it out, the better it's gonna be. That is why repetition is so important when it comes to your mind, because it translates into life skills and just the way that you think about things. Now for me, reading has been such a game changer for me, not only in terms of my vocabulary, but also in my public speaking and confidence. I think that reading has so many benefits, especially in regards to the way you articulate yourself, the way that you comprehend and understand things. And I know it sounds boring, but I'm telling you that you can take these skills into anything in life, right? Now, maybe you might not be into reading, and that's totally okay, but there are other ways to stimulate your mind, i.e. YouTube, right? You're watching this video. YouTube has so many resources, so many videos that can challenge you, that can allow you to grow and learn, right? Another thing that I'll do is play these brain games on this app called Elevate, but I try to play these games every day on the way to work, and it's a good way to stimulate your mind, learn new things. But that's just me. I think that if you can find different ways to stimulate your mind, whether it be through reading, YouTube, journaling, whatever it is, that is such an important thing to focus on, because everything else flows through your mind, right? Whatever you're feeding your mind is what your output will be in life. Which points to this next category, your body. So I'm sure you might have heard this question before, but would you take $1 billion if it meant that you had to die tomorrow? Most people would say no, right? Because they understand that health is one of the most important things that you can have. Yet a lot of people still don't take care of their bodies. For me, this year I got in the best shape of my life, and I think more than anything, the biggest benefit has been confidence. When I was out of shape, I didn't feel confident to speak to people, to go into certain places, and now it's the complete opposite, right? I have more confidence. I feel better about myself because of the work that I put into my body. And being in shape is also an indication that you have something that's so important, and that's discipline. Another thing that I should point out is that I had brands reach out for me to model their clothing, and I don't think it's a coincidence that the moment I started taking my physical health more seriously and got in the best shape of my life was when I got these opportunities. But even if that's not your thing, it is so important to take care of your body, and I guarantee you that the saying look good, feel good will apply to you if you are taking care of your physical health. And even if you've never worked out a day in your life, go on YouTube, look up free workout videos. Even working out for 20 or 30 minutes a day is better than nothing. This is how I started. Before I started going to the gym, I used to do things at home. I used to do a 20-minute upper body, 20-minute lower body, and a 10-minute ab routine. I used to do that every day before I felt comfortable enough to go to the gym. And even when I went to the gym, I had no idea what I was doing, but now I can tell you almost every exercise and every machine because I started. I got out of my comfort zone and started working out. And last but certainly not least is your soul. So for me, I'm Christian. I'm a firm believer in Jesus, but even if you are not, I think we all can agree that there's something greater to life, right? Some people call it a higher power or being spiritual, whatever that means for you, but dive into that. Dive into discovering who you are, journaling. For me, that's fasting, praying, reading my Bible, right? There are so many ways that you can find out who you are on a spiritual level, and if you are feeding your spirit, everything else in your life will grow too. Something that has always been beneficial for me, and I try to do this every day. I sit in silence and talk to God, things that I want to improve on in myself, the things that I'm working on, right? Like sometimes it's an uncomfortable place, but it is a place that is needed. So that's just one example. Another thing is journaling. Once again, it can be very uncomfortable because I've had to address emotions and things that I did not even know was there until I started putting pen to paper, right? Like journaling is so important. Everyone needs a level of stillness, peace, or reflection. Whatever that looks like for you, embrace it and dive into it head first. So when your mind is growing, you're taking care of your body and you're feeding your spirit, I guarantee you that your life life will improve drastically when you focus on these 3 areas. I want to challenge you over the next 30 days to win in these 3 categories every day. Now, this might look different given your individual circumstances and capabilities. It might be reading a book for the first time in years, doing 50 push-ups a day, fasting for the first half of the day for your soul, right? Whatever that looks like for you, I want you to write it down. I want you to commit to it and embrace it for the next 30 days and make it small enough to where there is no excuse for you not to get these things done. It doesn't have to be something really complex or large, but just one thing to focus on in these 3 categories. But staying consistent is the key to improvement. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe and share with someone who you want to see improve their life. We're all on different journeys, and as long as you keep showing up, there's no way that you won't succeed.